What's up, guys? We are back at the deck box with Austin today. He top 4 with Sharks, which is the coolest deck that anyone pretty much like came in here with.
Yeah.
All right, Austin, tell us about yourself.
Been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a while now. I got back in at like the end of like the Striker Salmon Great Thunder Dragon format. I took a break for a few years, got back into it around then. I've been playing since. Been playing Sharks for a while now, probably like 7-8 months, like before their new stuff come out too. It's probably my favorite deck. It can do a lot of cool stuff.
Dude,
and it catches people off guard.
Dude, yeah, you scared me when you popped off on me. It was horrifying.
Yeah, we'll go into the profile.
Alrighty.
So for starters, we have 3 Buzzsaw, 3 Betuniful, and then the 1 Lifeless Leafish. So we have 7 starters in total. Buzzsaw and Betuniful are like the main ones. Lifeless is good. It's like, it's a Foolish, and you can send Crystal Shark to grave, and Crystal Shark can revive itself. Betuniful is probably the one you want to see the least. It can get you Buzzsaw, who's the best, but if someone ashes this and you don't have any extender or like a specific extender, it cries because it leaves the field and leaves you with nothing on field. And a lot of your extenders require a water on field. So Betuniful, while she's amazing, like if they ash you, you just kind of cry. The 1 Right Hand Shark, which is what you summon off the Buzzsaw most times. And then for extenders, we have like a million of them. So the best card in the deck, Abyss Shark. It's a special summon and a Stratos, but it locks you into water. Normally, it's not that big a deal unless you're going the Utopic Draco future route, but it's too good not to run at 3. It's literally the best extender in the deck. 3 Angler, don't need to explain him. 2 Sea Nettle. It's a free special, but it's once per turn, so we run 2. Shithana, everyone should be familiar with that from Sword Soul. The 1 Crystal Shark, it's normally what you add off Abyss Shark. You can have a water monster's attack on field, and it can summon itself from hand or grave.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I didn't know it was from grave either.
Yeah, so that's what you normally Foolish with Lifeless, so you can just overlay.
Oh,
it's
wow.
also, this and Abyss Shark are both level 5, so you can go into Nash Knight, or they can level modulate to level 4 for the Exceed Summon of a number monster, so you can use them to make Kraken.
Oh, dang, sweet.
And then the 1 Exceeds or more, it's the most broken card in the deck. It just requires a little bit of setup, but it's super searchable. So you can detach 2 material from, 1 or 2 Exceeds monsters you control, and then you summon itself, and then it revives 2 fish to the field. So it's literally just 3 bodies off this 1 card. It's really insane. It just requires a little bit of setup, but it's cracked. So as far as hand traps go, we have 3 DD Crow, 3 Ash, and then board breakers, we have 3 Dark Ruler.
Solid, yep.
Realistically, I could cut an extender or 2 to put more in, but I feel like this is a good lineup. We have Instant Fusion and Ready Fusion.
Solid.
More extenders. 2 Pot of Greed, essentially, because your deck is literally just all, like, you don't care about banishing almost anything in this deck.
Yeah.
So, 2 White Mirror. It's a Monster Reborn and a Search, but it's only once per turn, so we run 2 so we don't brick.
Nice.
The 1 Called by the Grave, obviously ban this card. The 1 Foolish Burial. So this card is literally whatever you want it to be. So you can Foolish Lifeless Leafish, because Lifeless Leafish has another effect where you can shuffle back 3 and draw 1. So it can be an Upstart Goblin. Or you can Foolish the Crystal Shark or the Right Hand Shark to summon themselves from grave. So it's literally an extender or an Upstart Goblin.
Solid, sweet.
And then the 3 Gozen match.
Yeah.
Because Kraken and Gozen basically says win the game. Again, realistically, you can cut this for hand traps inside this for when you know you're going first. But I feel like it's too good when you win the die roll not to run, because it's essentially an instant win against most decks.
Sweet.
And we'll go into the extra deck.
All right.
Alright, so for the extra, we run the 1 Ready Fusion Instant Fusion target, which is Rare Fish.
Nice.
Level 4 fish. He's good.
He's there.
He's there, yeah. He's living his best life, man. So we run 2 of the Best Boy, Stealth Kraken. Drident's a good card, and it's Drident that floats and burns. 2 Spawn, which is what you summon off the Kraken. You have the 1 Honor Arc and the 1 Nash Knight.
Oh, and then goes. Look at that.
Yeah. So how Nash Knight works is you detach 2, attach Honor Arc from it from the extra deck, and then it's a non-targeting quick effect suck.
Holy crap.
So you just take your opponent's monster, so it gets around destruction effects, or gets around destruction protection, it gets around non-targeting. Yeah.
So the reason I know that's because he sucked up my Abramax.
Yeah, it's a real good card. It comes in handy. And then we have the 1 Dweller, because tier, obviously.
Yep, Dweller, solid.
We have 2 Shark.
Alright.
And then 2 Toad, who's the backup boss monster of the deck. Toad's really good.
Yep.
And then we have the Draco Future package, and then Zeus.
Sweet. Very nice.
And then like some really basic plays. You can do like, if you burn through enough negates, which this deck can do pretty easily because it has a lot of extenders, a single Kraken can clear 3 cards on the field.
Very nice.
So you summon Kraken, you can go pop a card, you can go to battle, you can crash your Kraken to summon 2 spawn, and spawns can pop a card too, but they can only pop water. Same goes for Kraken, but Kraken makes everything water, so he gets around it. So unless your opponent's playing like Tier or Sword Soul, you can't pop with spawn, which kind of sucks. But you then crash one of your spawn into something, they trigger to bring back your Kraken, and then you go to main phase 2, and Kraken is not a hard once per turn. So then you pop with Kraken and pop with the spawn you just made, so you get 3 pops off of the 1 Kraken.
Dang, I didn't
And then
know
you can overlay the 1 spawn into Zeus. So then you go into your opponent's turn, and then it's like a pop and a Zeus effect.
Sweet, man.
Is the spawn comes back with a single material, so it gives you exactly 1 Zeus activation and then Kraken. And then like one of the very basic bread and butter combos, which is the Draco Future line. There's a lot of ways to do this, but the simplest is Buzzsaw Whitemere. So you normal Buzzsaw effect, you special Angler, you overlay for a Bahamut, you overlay Bahamut, use Bahamut to detach the Angler to obviously make the boy Toad.
Yep.
Then you Whitemere, add back, no, summon the Angler, then add an Angler.
Dang.
So then you summon the second Angler, overlay them for your second Bahamut, detach for a second Toad, and then overlay your 2 Bahamut Sharks for the Draco Future. So it's like double Toad and Draco Future. So it's essentially like 3 negates that also happen to steal your opponent's cards. So seems pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't use the Abyss Shark line, but that's fine. So if you don't open Abyss Shark, you can just make that board. If you open Abyss Shark, you can make like Dweller, Toad, Kraken, and some other crazy stuff.
I feel like this is pretty strong. It's like as it is, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's fun. The deck's a lot of fun. It's really consistent. You can do like a lot of really interesting plays with it and catch people off guard. And Kraken's also like a really sticky boy. But yeah, that's basically the deck.
Sweet. All right. Any shout outs before anything?
No, I'm good, man.
All right. Solid. Sweet. Thanks for the profile, man.
Yeah, no problem.